Hey, what is going on, Capricorns? Butch here. I am going to do your March read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using Tarot of Dreams. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Capricorns for March 2024? What message do we have for Capricorns? What do we see coming in for Capricorns? Message do we have for Capricorns? Alright, Capricorns. The first thing that I see, Capricorn, is I feel like there's this overwhelming energy. When it comes to you, I feel like you're dealing with a lot. I feel like you have a lot on your plate. And I feel like I feel like you're always the one in a relationship putting in the work. And it's almost like you got sick to the point where you're just not even sure if you want a relationship because there's too much friggin' work. You're always the one showing up. You're always the one pulling that other person along, and it's almost like you feel like you've been carrying someone your whole life, and it's too much. It's gotten too much. You got too much on your plate. You got too much going on, and it's almost like a fear of meeting someone else. Who's this next person that's going to jump on my back? It's very overwhelming. You still want the love, but you still want to meet that person that's for you, but it's like there's this underlying fear. It's almost like looking for someone new that causes you stress, causes you anxiety. And I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the fact that when we date enough shitty people, it's almost like, why put myself out there again? Why? You haven't given up, but I mean, I feel like hope is dwindling. And the reason I kind of giggled about it is because what's coming in. What's coming in changes everything. I see a lot of big changes coming in. The first thing I see is I feel like this new energy. From the moment you meet this person, I do feel like you meeting them very, very soon. And the moment you meet them, I feel like it's almost like this air of relief. This weight's been taken off your chest. And it's almost like not very clear why. I don't feel like you're really going to see why when you first meet them. There's just this energy about them. First thing, I feel like it starts off in a friendship, and I feel like with this person, they just really take you out of your headspace. They make you laugh, and they really, like I said, they take you out of your head, because one of the worst places to be is in your head. having too much on your plate. And I feel like this person really alleviates a lot of that. They make you laugh. You have a good time when you're with this person. You feel free to talk about things with this person, and you feel like they get you. They just understand. And sometimes all we need is someone that just gets us, someone that just understands us, and someone that isn't asking for anything, that doesn't require anything. This is all coming very naturally. But like I said, when you're around this person, it just feels free. Freeing yourself from the burdens. And that's the first thing we have with this connection. With that devil card. The cage is open. You can come into the cage. You don't have to feel so secluded. You don't feel alone anymore. You feel like this is someone that genuinely gets it. And you don't have to explain it to them. Another thing with this person that I feel like you're going to get that's a little bit out of the norm. This person's giving to you. This person is giving to you. This person is showing up for you. They're putting in the work. They're not expecting anything. You don't have to carry this person anywhere. If anything else, this person may even carry you a bit. You don't feel so overwhelmed. And as you get to know this person, as you start forming this bond, and it is a very strong bond that you're going to have with this person, we're establishing trust. Feeling like you can actually trust again. Feeling like you can trust this person. Because they're not asking for anything. They're not requiring anything from you. And it just builds this, underlining bond. They actually bring to the table. And that's different. They actually have their shit together. And that's different. There's so many different things about this person that is just not like anyone you ever met before. This person doesn't take your opportunities. This person opens up opportunities. This is what you've been waiting for. And that's the energy you felt when you met this person. You knew there was something different. You knew, but you didn't know. You didn't know what it was about this person that you liked. You just liked them. There's something about them that you just liked. And it becomes more and more clear as we progress here. This is what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for someone that shows up for you. You've been waiting for someone that doesn't require you to do anything to be in their presence. This is someone nurturing and protective all in one. I mean, it's all the things that you've given other people but never got it back, but now you're getting it back. We have the Emperor and the Empress sitting side by side. This person doesn't need you to carry them along. They don't need anything from you. They got what they need. The only thing they were missing is someone in their life, someone they could share it with, someone that completely got them. Sometimes we're with people and they get us to a point, but they don't really get us. This connection is someone that really gets you, and you really get them. You just have this deep understanding of each other. And yes, it starts off with a friendship, but this is heading in so much bigger of an adventure. Embarking on a new journey. When all hope was lost, this person showed up. New stability. And this is not just this person bringing to you, it's the fact of what they're taking off your shoulders that allows you to be who you are. When you're always carrying someone, sometimes we forget about ourselves. Sometimes always taking care of other people, we forget about ourselves. And then we have someone that comes in that doesn't need us to take care of them. It gives us so much free time to have fun, to enjoy life again. Sometimes when we're always taking care of people, life starts to feel like work. There's new stability is because you're able to breathe again. There's no one, metaphorically sitting on your chest or riding your back. And this connection is going to grow stronger. I see a strong union between you and this person. And not only this person just makes you laugh, makes you feel good, takes you out of that element. You can have fun with this person, but it allows you to be who you are. It allows you to get back to who you are and nurture yourself as much as they nurture you and as you nurture them, giving to each other, finding solace in each other. But not only that, it goes much deeper than that. Being able to be honest with each other. Sometimes when we're taking care of people, we can't be honest with them because they don't understand. We can't be honest with them because we feel like if we're honest with them, they just won't be able to take it. This person has some broad shoulders, not hypothetically, metaphorically. I'm not saying they do. They might, but they can take it. They can take criticism. As long as it's constructive. And I feel like with you, this is like having someone that you don't have to babysit. And I hate to say that, but I feel like a lot of the relationships you've had in the past are just felt like you were taking care of them. And, almost more of a parent-child relationship. This is someone that I feel like you are on the same page with. You have similar goals. And you both think about the future. You're both concentrated on stability. Someone that sees things the way you see them. Being on the same page with that Seven of Cups and that Four of Cups, thinking about stability. Thinking about the future, planning for the future, and looking forward to the future. It kind of reminds me of I remember when I was a kid, my dad would be working on cars. And I remember I'd come out to help him. Now that I look back, I slowed him down because he had to keep stopping and tell me what was going on. Stopping and watching me see what I was doing. And that's what this type of relationships that you had in the past were like. I feel like you couldn't get it done. Say you had a job in front of you and it took you a week to do, but you got this person kind of floating around and you got to explain everything to them, so it ends up taking you 3 weeks. And that's what I say, this person coming in, being on the same page. We have that power couple as well, that Three of Pentacles. This person showing up for you, this person giving to you, this person being there for you rather than vice versa. It opens up so much time. And time is something that's a commodity that we can never get more of. You're never going to get more time. So you got to manage what you have. They take a humongous amount of stress out of your life, and right there is such a benefit. That's one of the big changes I see here, is the fact that you don't have to. It's not that you're relying on them or they're relying on you. And I feel like that's the greatest part about it, is you can grow. You can get things done by having a real partner beside you. Like I said, that Empress and Empress energy, that Empress and Emperor energy, sitting side by side, that power couple, two people on the same page. And I feel like you are going to get everything you want. I feel like this is the person that you've really been waiting for. And it comes when all hope felt like it was lost. You can be honest with each other. You can be direct with each other. There may be times when you need this person and they're there for you. There may be times when, they may need you too. I'm not saying that they're never going to need you. I'm just saying it's not a constant thing. You're not always going to be having to take care of this person. And this is someone I feel like you have, like I said, there's very, very similar paths in mind. And it's one of those things where if you could have someone that's like-minded, someone that is like you can get so much more done. And I feel like that's been very important to you to get more done. Like there's relationships out there where one person may make good money, the other person knows how to spend good money. So the person that makes good money has to keep making more money. And it's redundant. Like it doesn't go anywhere. Or you have one person that's building, say you have a partner and you're building your dream home. And you work all day putting in the work to do your half, and then at the end of the day you look over and they got 10% of their half done. Then you go over and take care of their half. Then your day's gone. Your work day turned into a double shift. We all know the type of people too when we're at work. People we work with, they don't, a job has to get done by 4 o'clock. 12 o'clock comes, you're done. You're part of it. And you look over and they're still doing nothing. So in order to get the job done by 4 o'clock, you got to take over and take their part. And all it does is it causes you to resent them. It causes you to resent your job. Because and the worst part is usually you get paid the same amount as a coworker, and you're doing twice the work. It's a difference in night and day. And like I said, with this person, they bring such a good vibe. They just get you out of your head. They make you laugh. Some great physical chemistry as well. With this person, it's like you get to 12 o'clock and you look over and they're done their work too. So now you got 4 hours to do whatever the hell you want to do, to enjoy your life. All work and no play makes us very dull. This is the one you've been waiting for. And it makes up for all the others. Over time, it will make up for it. You will come out ahead. With this person, we have Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We had some Aries, some Libra, some Gemini, some Pisces, and some Scorpio. But yeah, it's I wanted to say this. I hate telling stories during the read because I feel like everybody gets annoyed by it, and I get it because you want to hear your read. And for those here for the read, that's what I have for you. Now, for story time, it's very much so like when you're doing, you have goals in life, and you get to a point where you think to yourself, okay, I want to have a house, I want to have this, I want to have, some kids, and I want to have it all done by this age. You get to that age and you realize, you're not there. Having the wrong partner, no way, shape, or form helps that. Having it's like you're behind schedule all the time, and it gets a little bit hard on the head. Being with the right person, you're always ahead of schedule. It's night and day. And sometimes we trust in the wrong people. Sometimes we give to the wrong people, and sometimes it gets to the point where you're just like, what, I'm just done. Like, why am I giving to this people? Like, it just keeps bringing me down. It reminds me of this friend that I had. It wasn't really a friend, it was more of an associate. I didn't really know him that well, but I remember he used to make really good money. He was a welder. He made pretty good money. He met this girl, and anyway, he he kind of spoiled her, so it was a little bit his fault. But then she started getting used to it, so she'd take the credit card, run it up, paycheck come time, first paycheck to come out, and all of a sudden he realized he didn't really have much money left because she was spending it left, right, and center while he was making it. So he started working more, to make more money. Then she started complaining because he was never around. And that guy, I'm telling you, he aged 10 years in 2 years. Like, and and that's the thing. I mean, it's kind of his fault because he spoiled her. He got used to a lifestyle that he couldn't keep up with. But it's also, she has to take some responsibility because she knows how much he made. I just remember, like, he hang around the same group as us. We go golfing together on Sundays. And I remember him always bitching about it. And I was thinking, like, it's such a weird thing. He had to work more to make more for her to be able to spend more. And she would get mad because he didn't have any time to spend with her. Such a vicious cycle. But that's the thing. It's about having a partner that's there for you. Someone that shows up for you. And it's not so much always showing up for you as in always taking care of you. It's so much is taking care of their own shit so you don't have to take care of theirs. Our relationship is very much like a good partnership, like a good business partnership. And in the fact that, when you work your ass off, you want your partner to work their ass off. You don't want to be co-owners of a business that you work 12 hours a day and they work 3. Not only does it piss you off, but it tires you out. They're out there having 9 hours a day more than you to like have fun, but you're both splitting the profit. And it can work for a while, but at the end of it, you have resentment. So it's like a partnership. Now, it's not all relationships aren't that way. Some relationships, split up the work differently. Like my grandfather was a fisherman and he worked his ass off, and my grandmother never worked, but her job was being the mom, stay-at-home mom, and they had 18 kids, and I know that's a big number. But she pulled more weight than he did. But it worked because they both had their job, and they both did it. So there's some days where she said I didn't have, I had nothing to give, and he would show up. And there were days when, he needed her to show up more than him. And it's about being there for each other, about supporting each other. It's about, being like-minded. And a lot of people look down on stay-at-home moms, and I'm just like, even moms that have 1, 2 kids, it's a hell of a job. I was home. I used to fish, and I remember in the wintertime, I fished for a few years, and in the wintertime you get unemployment. And I remember there's the last year I fished, we had 1 kid, and he was little, probably 6 months old, and I stayed home with him for 4 months, and I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to get back on a fishing boat because there's no sick days, and so I don't know, I think I got a little off topic, but I'm just saying, as long as you're bringing to the partnership what you're supposed to, it works. It's when you stop bringing your share, or when they stop bringing their share. Because what happens, one overcompensates, or both of you get too far behind. It's having someone that understands that. Sometimes it can be very hard. Earth signs may find this more difficult than others because earth signs are very practical, very logical. um, and they have goals. Not that other signs don't have goals, but I'm just saying, especially Capricorns and Tauruses, Virgos as well. I mean, you got to have a partner that's pulling their weight, because if you don't, you're going to start pulling the weight for them. That's just who you are. You need $1,000 at the end of the week to pay all the bills, and they bring in 200. You're going to make that 800. You're not going to be happy about it. You'd be much more happy if they brought 500 and you brought 500. But like I said, it's hard to find a good partner. So when you find one, hold on to it. And you found a good one here. Like I said, you deserve this. You deserve better, and better is what you're getting. Anyway, that was a long-winded conversation, but be good. Take care. Stay safe.